Hello, so welcome to this video today, and in this video we're going to learn about lesson 37. So let's get started. So the first one we're going to look at is algebra, and we're going to solve number 1 together. So we're going to find the missing number, and we have subtraction. So number 1, we have 933 minus 223. So 3 minus 3 is 0. And 3 minus 2 is 1, and then 9 minus 2 is 7. So the final answer of number 1 is going to be 710. And then let's do one more example, and then let's work on number 2. So we have 7,676, and we subtracted something from it, and then we got 7,537. So in order to solve the missing number, we're going to subtract 7,537 from 7,676. So this minus 7,537. So we have to subtract 7 from 6. So I'm going to make it to 6 and then give 1 here. So it's going to be like 16. So 16 minus 7 is 9. So I'm going to write 9 here. And then 6 minus 3 is 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. And then 7 minus 7 is 0. So I'm not going to write it over there. So the final answer for number 2 is going to be 139. Okay. And then let's move on to the next page. And then we have multiplying fractions. So let's work on number 1. We have 3 over 9 times 4 over 5. So I'm going to multiply across. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then 9 times 5 is 45. And we need to see if the fraction can be simplified. And this one can be simplified. So I'm going to reduce the numbers. So 12 is going to be 4. And then 45 is going to be 15. So after the simplifying the fraction, we're getting 4 over 15. This is going to be the final answer. 4 over 15. Okay. And then the next page is dividing decimals. So we have this missing number. I'm going to write it as x. So x divided by 4 is equal to 0.1. So in order to solve this x, I'm going to multiply 4 and then 0.1. So I can get x, right? So 4 times 0.1 is equal to 0.4. So the final answer for number 1 is going to be 0.4. And then let's do one more example. So I'm going to work on number 4. So we have 1.8 divided by 0.6. Because we divided 1.8 by something, and then we got 0.6. So in order to solve this missing number, we are dividing 1.8 by 0.6. So 1.8 divided by 0.6. And then again, we're dividing the decimals. So we have to see if the divisor is a whole number or not. And then in order to make this to a whole number, we are going to move the decimal point to the right by 1 unit. So it's going to be 6 and then 18. If we move the decimal point for the divisor, we have to do the same thing to the dividend. So that's why it is like 18 divided by 6. So 6 goes into 18, and then we get 3 here, we subtract, then we get 0. So the final answer for number 4 is going to be 3. Okay. And then we have the last page, which is building numbers. So 6,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 1 plus 0.3. So I'm going to line up the numbers. It is really important because we have to keep the numbers on the right place. So 6,000 and then 400. See, like I'm writing 4 on the hundreds place. So I can line up the numbers. And then I write 30 here, and then 1 on the ones place, and then 0.3 decimal point, and then I'm going to add these numbers. So these all have decimal point of 0, so this is basically the same as 3 plus 0. So 3 plus 0 is 3, so I write 3 here, and then the decimal point just comes down, and then I write just decimal point here, and then 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 3 is 3, and then 0 plus 4 is 4, and then 6 just comes down here. So the final answer for number 1 is going to be 6,431.3. So this is it for this lesson, and thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.